Yeah. These are the words of a wordsmith. Close the curtain, this surgeon is working. Come to terms with being first, it's for certain.
Been looking for a purpose since I was learning cursive.
Young and juvenile, most of the days are renewable. At some point you won't walk into a funeral. In the meantime you gotta stay non-institutional. They label you delusional, locked up it's indisputable. But sometimes the world can be superhumoral, convolutional, confusing you with mid-century numerals. But as long as you're commutable,
the machine's using you to produce consumables
for your own self. But you don't think for your own self. Shop at IKEA instead of building a stone shelf. Depend on others instead of bringing our whole self. Live in a generation of show and tell. But status goes with the status quo. Can't make up for makeup, I'd rather see the afterglow. Every selfie taken lets the data flow. You're just walking backwards slow to the catacomb. Others stand where the grass will grow. Lift up your hand like the match is slow. Lysergic acid dose will reset you. Trust me, you have control. It's passive, so it doesn't matter though. Some give you coffee beans, some leave you the grinds. Unless you're composting, the second one's meant to leave you behind. If you could see in my mind, you could preview the rhyme. At that point you'd probably bleed through the eyes. The poetic process is extra complex. To compress a context into words is a squashed mess. Like bomb threats, the font gets mangled like car wrecks. Whoops, you lost it. You don't write in the moment, lose sight and then focus. The enticement is noticed when you're confinement psychosis. There's no hocus pocus to the devoted. The mind of a poet is only ever quoted. Best works from the lowest point of the lotus, walk the path until it's road dust. If there's no trust, you both must become an opponent. And then control must keep you from eating a donut. That last line has nothing to do with food, but most just take it on a surface level like gold dust. Until you show rust, you better keep the poetry in motion. These words are an ocean, and when the waves crash, let them carry away your emotions. I'm not saying don't experience them, just don't hold them. Somewhere there's an explosion, waiting for the unspoken. When the door closes, the Trojans in locomotion. If your slogan doesn't resonate, you get no tokens. But as long as you have both thumbs, you're only a handshake away from a promotion. It takes a smile, you gotta be one to no one. But you don't gotta be one to no one. Cohesion is chosen, Phoenicians to Romans. There's one thing they've showed us. Every civilization is a rotating level shift. No, every civilization will crumble and fall because of human fighting devil shit. And then eventually just another mention in your history book, chapter 9, section 10. Read the page before it's edited again and again. Projected lens, direction set. Whichever way makes you second best. You never found the treasure chest. You're not the special guest. They took away your pleasure sense. You'd never guess how many weapons tests didn't trigger. At some point everything gets undressed, but not everything gets addressed. The impressions left from Tibetan text. Modern man's got a whole assessment test. Won't just accept the lemon zest. You want the freshest, best lemonade with the special scent. Status will have you get upset. If you saw yourself from an outside perspective, yes, you might express consent. There's no gestures left. Thumbs up.